Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here with the first week challenge for July. And I know it's still June, but if I don't start now, we are not be able to make it until the whole month, because I want to do 3 weeks of challenges, and the fourth week to catch up on all the projects and enter as much as possible in all those 7 Facebook groups hosting. So today, week 1 start on the 5th of July. We have the second week. On the 12th, we have the third week. And on the 19th, we have the fourth week. Because we also have something extra. I'm not going to share too much, but I have something extra for you. A fun thing in the final week of July. So that's why we're starting a little bit earlier. I forgot to put out how many pages I made. Okay, well, I'm not going to add it to the thingies anymore. It's I forgot. I don't know why. Let me check how many pages there are. Well, there are 6, but basically 7 pages. But I also think, I forgot to print the final one. Let me quickly do that. So, I have printed the other paper now too. So in total, for the freebies that I have, you will receive 6 pages. And I also created one for the retreat. And if you purchase the retreat in a bag kit, so you got the kit, I will show you the promo sheet so you know what I'm talking about in case you missed it. But every year, well, not every year, this is the second year. Well, every year they do a retreat. I created this, I create a different kit for the ladies, but this is the second year they do the retreat, and this is the second year they asked me to make one for them. But this is the Purple Jam Summer Edition, and with the retreat in a bag, you receive the kit too, and also the people that were, attending the retreat also received the kit, and there was an extra page, a freebie, that I created because Stacey wanted to do a challenge with these types. So I kind of, went with that because it was something Stacey sent me she would like to do as a challenge. Well, it was a suggestion, and she said, no, you do your own thing. But I thought, well, no, I'm going to do part of your thing too. But it comes in A4 size, the free papers, and also in US letter size, for free in the LineDotArrow Facebook group. Not for free on my Ko-Fi, but for a very, very small fee. Oh, I'm just starting off with the 2-on-1 page. I have these, just some little embellishment pieces that are sort of related to, I'm not sure if I say corset in English. And this is a rather big one, I know, but you can put this on a journal paper. So on the half of a journal paper. So that's why it's rather big. Then I have this one. It's also rather big. It's not as big as this one, I hope. No, it's smaller. But you can put this exactly on this tag. And these are the same 2-on-1 paper, of course, you already saw. And then she also asked me, can we have like florals? And of course I needed to add butterflies too. So we have florals to fuzzy cut. These are not, well, this one may be a little bit difficult to cut, but most of them have like soft round lining, so it's not as hard to fuzzy cut by hand, but you can also just cut squares, of course. Then I also added a collage paper, and I like how this turned out, and just a random background paper, which I also like. And this is the sheet I was talking about. This is a freebie. So this one is going to be posted on my Ko-Fi too for free, and also in a Facebook group. But this was part of Stacey's challenge. But I thought, well, I'm going to add them to the free papers for this week too, because eventually they would go into the group and the Ko-Fi. So this is a good moment to start. Let me quickly cut out some of the elements, and then you will see me back doing my take on the challenge. And the challenge is creating a corset corset close tag. I'm not sure if I'm saying the word okay, but yeah. You know what I mean. I will see you in a bit. So I cut out one sheet and I did it by hand. I didn't use my scan and cut. I have it set up so if I need to cut out more, I can do that. Because usually I cut out all the elements, but I don't use all the elements all the time. So I thought, well, this time I'm just going to cut out what I'm actually going to use. I did cheat with this one. I just cut around, as you can see, I didn't do the tiny bits. I can do that by hand. So I thought, well, just turn it into a little circle. It will be fine. I wanted to do it like this. Because this is going to be on here. And obviously I'm going to cut a little bit from the sides. But that is okay. I'm going to try and center it as much as possible. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. Oh, I think I have it. So, yeah, I need a score line over here. And I need a score line somewhere over here. Can I still see it? Yes. It's not perfectly centered, but I don't mind. I just want it on there. And I backed my paper with a thin sheet and a thicker sheet. So it's, as you can see, it's fairly sturdy. But I didn't glue the sides very well. So I can take this bulk off from my paper. I'm going to do that. Because otherwise it's going to be extremely bulky. Okay, I need glue. Okay, I bumped against the camera, well, the phone, and it dropped on this glass mat. It's still okay, but I do have to edit that out because the drop was extremely loud, and I think if you watch it, you get seasick. It will definitely make you dizzy. I'm pretty sure it does. But I just want to add a dot of glue in here. I'm just going to fold it a few times, and yeah, now I want to ink around this. I haven't even measured, so yeah, maybe I should have done that. But let me see. Well, I sort of measured right when I started. So the idea is that this piece will be added to the tag, but we are going to cut this open, poke some holes, and then create some sort of corset. But before I'm going to cut it open, I first, because I think that's the right order to do so. I am not sure because this is the first time I'm ever making something like this. I have never ever done this in my whole life before. I just thought, okay, I will create a freebie and we will see. I'm also not sure if my crocodile can make it, this one, because obviously you need to see, you need to go. So I need to get the big bite. If you don't have a crocodile, you can also measure and make dots and then use your poke tool, of course. So I have the big bite in front of me. I'm not sure if I first want to poke with the small things or the bigger hole size. I'm not sure yet. So maybe you can see a little bit better. Okay, obviously this is 8.5. So yeah, the middle is somewhere on this line. And I think I'm going to use a pencil, because if I do it wrong, so this is going to be my center. You can also just eyeball it, of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. But this is going to be my center. Well, exactly on the middle of the image. So yeah, that works. And now I'm just going to poke some holes. Maybe I should start over here, or maybe I just use these. I'm also thinking to not use these, but the other ones. I'm not sure if you can see, but there are dots in between. So you have the actual thing you are going to wrap in, and then you still see the other part. But no, I'm going to use this, because then I can't start at the bottom. And at the bottom I need something. Yeah, I'm marking them, but they are already marked, of course. But I'm going to do it a second time. Not sure if I'm going to poke a hole in here too. I do mark it, and then I'm going to decide if I'm going to do it or not. Okay, the lighting is extremely bad. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe I need to use my pokey tool. Yeah, let's do old school. Well, the question if I'm going to poke the top part is no longer an issue, because I I just poked a hole. I forgot I wanted to do that at the end. But yeah, you poke the holes like so. And in the paper, not in your hand. I'm just making them a little bit bigger, but that's optional, of course. So now you have poked the holes. So the next thing you need to do is, well, search for a string that you want to put in. I have several needles over here. I'm going to take the smallest one I have. And yeah, am I going to use white embroidery thread, or I thought I had it out here, but not sure if I still have it on the desk. I do. Oh yeah, I have it. It's over here. So no idea how much I need. Yeah, you can also use lace, of course, but I don't have, or a ribbon. I don't have a ribbon that is that small, I believe. I don't have that. And if you have like lace that is a little bit bulky, it's not going to be pretty. Yeah. I need to figure out. I'm going to cut this in. Like so. And I'm also sort of thinking to fold it in half. And just cut off a tiny bit. So there's actually some room. Otherwise you can't see the threads. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more. But of course this is optional. You can also leave it as it is, as a full size thingy, and just go over it with well, with your thread or your lace or whatever you use. I'm keeping this part still closed, and I'm not sure if I well, ruined the whole project. But I think that if I do it like this, I have a little bit more, how to say that? You see more of the lace, or of the ribbon, or of the wax thread. It's actually wax thread. So I'm just going to, oh, sorry, that's what I mean. This camera is so low. It's a different camera, but it's almost in my face. So I'm just going, well, I'm not. Okay, maybe I need to put a little needle on the other one too. And I say little, but it's a huge one, but I hope it will fit. I think I will manage to put it through, but I'm just going to do this and go in and go in. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. Yeah, this one needs to go over there, and then to the front over here, and this one needs to go over here to the front over here. So yeah, I'm going to continue with doing this. I like this because now it's actually a see-through thing. The thing might be that this is a little bit too wide, so I need to refold. That's possible because now I sort of widen the image a little. But if I'm going to cut it at the top too, I think it will be the same size. But I still don't know if I'm going to leave this or not. And I have to say, usually I am not very attracted to, well, crafts like these. I have seen it, of course, many times. And I love seeing it. But I have never thought, oh, I'm going to make one. But I have to say, if I would do it right, it would be fun. Okay, I need to do this. Yeah, I am enjoying this. Because I told myself at the beginning of the year, try new things. Stop saying you don't want to do things because you say you don't like them. because I don't know if I don't like them. I have to try. So that's the goal of 2025. And I did a lot of new things already. Also things I've never done. So if I do a video like with the Creep on June, I did a lot of mixed media. I'm not pretending I'm a mixed media artist, because I am not. And okay, I have to be careful because I have to cut underneath the thread and on the front side too. So yeah, maybe I should have done it sooner. But the worst thing that can happen is that I cut the thread, so I have to do it again. But yeah, that's not a biggie. Yeah, and I'm happy I didn't do it at the front before I started putting these in, because it's a little bit wonky to stitch like that. So I think I made the right decision. I also need to make this a little. Oh, it's so. Okay, now I'm going to fold it in half because I want to poke a hole at the top. An extra hole. It's not there in real life, but I'm going to put it there. And if you fold it in half, they are both at the same spot. So I thought that's pretty smart. I'm trying to compensate for the mess I'm creating at the moment. Trying to be smart while I'm actually making a mess of the whole stitching thing. But yeah, it's not easy to sew when you have this all wobbly. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what I did over here. I made a sort of loopy thingy. Is it showing? Yeah, it's showing. So I need to go back because I made a mistake. I need to not go underneath. Oh, I did it. I did a tricky thingy. Like so. Okay, I think I got it right now. Yeah, needles are dropping. So these are on the front, but I want to have these because it's very narrow at the bottom, I think. But then again, I have no idea yet. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit wider. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it and give it a little bit more room. Okay. What you could also do, I'm thinking about this now. Maybe I'm going to do that, by the way, because I still want to add something on the back. I think it needs to be a little more wider too. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Just make this a little bit wider. Yeah. Then you have it like so. You could also, because I know I'm going to do that, fold it over the tack and then glue it down and then put backing paper on it. That way you have a little bit more room to stretch out on the front, if that makes sense. And it's not as difficult to glue on. So I'm just going to do that because that's way easier to do. And obviously I didn't think about that when I designed it. But yeah, those foldy lines come in very handy. Folding lines, not foldy. I'm making new words. But yeah, if you follow along with the retreat ladies doing the classes, They are live, but you can always catch up and watch those videos when you miss the real live, because yeah, there's an option to still watch the video. Oh, this is really nice. It's a little bit wonky, but not wonky in a bad way. But what I don't like is this. You see the white of the paper punch. I don't like that. Look! Oh, I have to measure. I have to slide something in. I forgot. So you can of course create a tag from one of the papers, but I'm really a little short on time at the moment. And I don't want to rush the project. Still want to make something pretty. So what I'm going to use is one of these, I think these are library cards that they used in the past in libraries. I'm not sure really. But I thought, let's put this in. It can go in like so. Yeah. But I also thought, what if we put a little butterfly on the corset, like so. So it needs to be on here. But how am I going to do that without gluing the whole thing closed? Or maybe I should glue it on the outside. I have the wings like that. Yeah, let's do that. Obviously, if I thought of this up front, I should have glued it on before I put those flappies on, so I could go underneath, put something behind, and make it stick on the middle part, and then have the wings, yeah, open. But yeah, I didn't. So I'm just going to do this. And if somebody is watching, I have heard this many times, of course, over the past 7, 8, 9 years. I don't know how long. When people, you have like stickles. I think they are like colored glue dots that you stick on, and they have a pearly shine or a matte finish. But I'm not actually sure. And I never buy it because I think, well, stickles not something I would use. But maybe I would. I have no idea. So if there is somebody with stickles, and I think Tamara, you have stickles. And I think Cheryl has stickles too. So I did see it on your project, of course. But yeah, I need to be convinced that I should buy it. So yeah, try to sell me stickles, ladies. Explain to me or show me in a post in the Facebook group how it looks up close, because I want to know. And of course I can buy it, but I'm not going to unless I'm convinced I need to buy it, because I have so many things in my stash. But sometimes I'm thinking I might need them. Okay, I have been trying to secure this a little, because this wax thread, usually wax thread is very good waxed, and when you pull it and you squeeze it like that, it's going nowhere. But I have to say, this is yeah, it wasn't expensive. So you pay for what you get what you pay. It's not bad, but it's not very secure also. we have this one. And yeah, you also could do some sewing over here, of course. Not sure if I want to. Maybe I want to. I don't know. But I also want to add a little thing on top of the, yeah, the journal card thing I created. It's also very thick. So I'm going to take a piece off because it's way too thick. And I need to ink also on the back side. Because when you fold it, yeah, no, it's not showing any white. And I'm going to, well, maybe I should do it like this, by the way. Yeah, it's better. I'm going to turn this into a tab thingy. I'm going to use my paper trimmer to make sure it's straight, because I always mess up. When I need to cut straight, I can't cut straight. Adding some glue over here first. Maybe first need to decide where the front needs to be. Then switch it. And then glue on the other half. Okay, this works. Yeah. So this can go in here. But I think this is a little bit, well, not much going on. And I have a purple stamp that I received from the ladies. They send me so much. But yeah, you can also, of course, cut out one of the butterflies, or use her, or this floral. I'm not sure what I want to use. I like the stamp, but I also want to do a little bit with the papers. So I am thinking I need this. Yeah, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut up the collage sheet. Okay, where is it? Where is the, oh, over here. I'm a wizard. I'm letting everything disappear on my desk. Yesterday during the live I lost so many things. Okay, now I'm just going to cover up the whole thing, which I don't want to do. So I need to do some sort of folly cutting over here. Which I'm not very good at, as you can see. But yeah, it needs to work. Oh, I'm going to cut that off. And I'm pretty sure I can't glue the whole image on. It is a little bit too long. I'm pretty sure it will not show this piece. Okay, let me see. some ink in. And to be honest, I had a rough start today. Yesterday was an extremely busy day at work, but also when I came home, I had to do the video right away. Well, first I had to do some grocery shopping, otherwise I didn't have any food this weekend. So I got home. Half hour later, I had to do the live. Well, I had to do. I was allowed to do a live. Which I was very happy to do. And I was on time. Last week I had some tech issues. But this time I was on time. And then I still had to eat. But then I had to fix something. Oh, I like this. So yeah, it was very late. And I had a very short night. And now it seems like I'm complaining. But what I wanted to say is, I thought this morning, well, no, I want to sew. Let's take a slow day today and not go bananas with creating things for the challenge. Maybe just, otherwise post it tomorrow. Post in the Facebook group. You can't make it due to, well, things going on. But then I had so much fun creating this. And then I thought, no, I really need to, post it because it's fun. And I'm just trying to find something to cover up this because it's a huge hole. It's very big. And I have some sort of, where is it? Over here. A punch. So I thought, well, let's punch out this one and this one. No, yeah. First, I'm going to glue it on the front. To poke the hole again. And I'm going to glue it at the back. And of course I need to poke the hole again too, over there. Oh, no, you do not. I want to cover it. I forgot. I need to cover this. And I'm going to cover it with the with this piece. Let me quickly do that. Okay. I think this is the first time my glue got stuck. And there it is again. I can't get over how easy this tool is. Yeah. It's absolutely working. It's doing a great job. I think I want it like so. I'm just going to cut around. Like so. You see a little bit over here from the front piece, but yeah, I don't mind. I'm going to ink it a little. Went a little bit heavy on the ink, as you can see. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, it happened. yeah, covered. So I am going to sew a little. The initial plan was to not sew, but I am. And then I'm going to finish off the little pieces that, well, I have in front of me. And then that is it for today. I'm not going to make several pieces because I think you got the idea. Let me quickly do some sewing and then you will see me back. So I sewn around both the, well, tags basically, but this one has a pocket, of course. I did cut off a little bit from this part, and I also had some sewing issues, which means I did some sewing without a thread, so I just made some punches. So over here, yeah, you see a little bit of the white from the paper that has been punched. I took a tiny bit off from the bottom part, and I'm just going to round the corners with a tiny corner rounder. It's 4 millimeters. That makes it easier to slide into the pocket. If you have something that doesn't fit very well, rounding the corners can make a difference already. And the reason why I wanted it like this, because it was, when it's completely in, it was in front of the eyelet part, and I didn't want that. So now I'm just going to set the eyelet that I want to put in. And an eyelet is of course optional. You can also just take a beautiful lace piece and put it in. That can work too. But I like adding eyelets. And of course we need a beautiful piece on top to finish off the tag. And yeah, I have a lot of laces, of course, from the ladies, from the two sisters. They sent me so much. But I see, oh, I also have to ruffle, but it's not, it's beautiful, but not in the exact colors I want to put on now. I have these. But yeah, you can do many things, because now that I think of it, you can also cut this even smaller and add lace and on the back from the inside, so the lace is sticking out over here. You could add lace over here, but I just wanted to keep it a little bit more simple, not too difficult. Just play and have some fun. And I think I did a good job. I also have this. This is also a ruffle. Look, very cute. Or this lace. I think I'm going to add that lace. So much options. Wrap it like so, and then like so. And we don't throw away the little bits, of course. We keep them because they always can be used for something else. Okay, I am going to add a little bit of glue onto the strings because it keeps turning and I don't like that. Okay, I need to add glue over here too. I have no idea what I'm doing because I can't hardly see. It's so small. Okay, sort of working. Yeah. And also debating if I need to put something on the stringy, but that will make it bulky again. And I don't want bulky stuff. So I just think I'm going to tie it into a knot and leave it at that. So this is it. This is the project. Oh, I like it. Do I need to add a eyelet in here too? No, I don't think so. I think this is good. Let me clean up my desk and then I'll show you the end result a little bit better. So this is the final result. Backside. Again, I did some damage because I was sewing without thread in it, and then it's going to create very thin punches, small holes. And I also had the smallest setting possible. Maybe I should have used a little bit of a bigger stitch, but yeah, it came out this way now. So, but yeah, this can go out, and then you have this backside. So yeah, nothing too difficult. I think you could also leave the paper as it was with the where are they? With the pieces on like they are. I think that's an option too. You could just if you fold this, you can still slide in a tag and have this on the front. You can still put in the eyelet, you can still put thread, you can add lace underneath and lace on top. You can sew lace in the middle, a strip. Well, let me show you. I've all sort of ideas when the video is over. But you can put this in the middle and go over it with the ribbon or lace or embroidery thread, whatever you're going to use. So and yeah, you could also do it like so. Have lace on the inside. Of course, I can't do that anymore. Well, I can do it if I opened up the corset and rip out the butterfly, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I hope you like the video. I hope you like the papers. I hope you want to join in. I still have to think about a hashtag. No, I made a hashtag. I forgot. Purple Jam Summer. Hashtag Purple Jam Summer. That's the hashtag we are going to be working with. You can post in all 7 Facebook groups hosting the challenges. And the Facebook groups, besides LineDotArrow, are Two Sister Jam, Sweet Pea Papers, Junk Journal Tutorials and More, Junk Journal and Papercrafts, Sophie's Crafty Corner, and Rockin' Robin's Creative. So 7 groups. And I also have a new, well, not a new group. The group already exists for 7 years almost. And I have been a member for 3 years maybe, or 2 now, I'm not sure. But I was an admin in that group for a very long time. And since this week, not sure which day it was, Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, I'm the owner of that group. But it was basically intended as a Dutch group. So yeah, I'm trying to see if it comes to life again and make it a fun place for people to share their work. And that group is not part of the challenges we are running. It's going to be something different, not the same as we have over here. So yeah, of course you can post your work in there, but it's not counting as an entry. You see, I did a very good job gluing this together, which I did not. But yeah, so I have 2 groups now. Well, actually I also have a selling group, but I'm pretty sure you don't know that. But I have that together with Rachel from Rachel and Papercrafts. We have that for so long already. So that's just for selling. But entering in the Facebook groups, I have a link tree down below that will take you to the Facebook groups that are hosting the challenges. It will still be saying June challenges because it's still June. I have to still fix that, switch over to July. But yeah, I haven't got the time yet to do that. And I wanted to have the papers out, have the video out, so you can craft along and post away. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a like. Oh, that's the same. Subscribe to my channel and yeah, leave me a comment. I'm a little bit behind with responding, but I love receiving comments and I always answer or respond back. So yeah, this is really it. Stay safe, stay creative. Greetings from the Netherlands. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye. Bye.